Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this morning's Thursday Assembly. It's lovely to be able to share this assembly with you this morning, continuing our theme of Online Safety Week. So just before we start, I just want to share a couple of words with you that Mrs. Bell has been talking about us with over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully you'll be able to see them on my board now. So those two words are diversity and trust. And those are two really important words that Mrs. Bell has shared with us recently. And what I would like you to do, I'm going to give you a minute just to pause the video and have a chat to either somebody who's in your house or somebody's in your classroom. Just have a think, what do we mean by these two words? Okay, so hopefully you've had a little chat with the people around you. I'm going to start with this word here first, the word diversity. So diversity means where we can all be different. We are all different to each other. Whilst we might have lots of similarities, we might have the same hair colour as somebody, we might both be girls, or we might have the same name as somebody, there will still be lots about us that is unique and that is different to everybody else. And it's important that we really celebrate and accept those differences, okay, because it's good that we are not all the same. It's good that we are all different. We all have different hobbies and different interests. We all look different. We all have different personalities, and that is okay. And it's really important that both in school and as a society that we accept everybody's diversity and that we are all different and all unique, and that is okay. Okay, and I know that's something that we do really well at Eton Park and something that we really do celebrate. And the second word that's really important is the word trust. And hopefully when you thought about the word trust, you thought about how Mrs. Bell had said that it's not just something we can just build straight away with somebody. Trust is something that takes time to build. It takes time to build those relationships with somebody that we feel we can trust, where we feel that we can talk to them if we've got a problem, or go to somebody if we want some help. Those people such as our family members, it might be your teachers, it might be your friends, okay? But it is important that we do recognise those people that we can trust, and that we do build up those relationships, because it is really important to have that there. Okay, so those were just a couple of words I just wanted to recap before we started today, because it's important that we don't forget the meaning of those words. So we are going to continue with the theme this week of online safety. And before we start by thinking about how to stay safe online, I just want you to have another little think. What ways do you use the internet? What ways can we use the internet at home or at school? Do you want to pause the video for 30 seconds, just have another little chat or another little think? How do you use the internet? Okay, so some of the reasons that I thought of are the ones below. So I've put, we search for information. So this can be done both inside in school during our topic lessons. I know that we do lots of searching for information there to broaden our topic, or you might do it as part of your homework if you've been asked to do a research task to find out some more information. You might use the internet to send emails, okay? If you've got a message that you want to send somebody or some information that you want to share with somebody, we might put it into an email. You might use the internet to do some shopping. I know particularly at the moment where we can't go out, we can't really go to the shops. We're having to do a lot of our shopping online, so you might do that with your mums or your dads. You might use it to watch videos. I know a lot of children in my class like to watch the videos online on YouTube. And in class recently, we've been learning all about the Romans and the aqueducts, and we've been watching videos about those online. And also learning resources. We all ask you to go online each week to use the learning resources such as Timetables Rockstars, Bug Club, Spelling Shed. So it can be really useful for our learning aids as well. So it's fine that we all use the internet, and we've got it for lots of different reasons, and it's really helpful in our daily lives. But we do have to remember that when we are online, we do need to keep safe. And what I've put on the board now is what we call an acronym. Okay, and there are 5 letters there, and these 5 letters are key to keeping us safe online. Now, these are all letters that you should have seen before, because they are displayed in everybody's classroom. I want you to have a little think now. Think back to being in your classroom. I know for some of you that was quite a while ago, but have a little think. Where have you seen these in your classroom? Where were they on display? And can you remember what these meant? What did each one of these letters stand for? Okay, well, the letter S stands for the word safe. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a second. The M stands for the word meeting. Okay, we'll have a look at that one in just a moment. The A stands for accepting. The R stands for reliable. And the T stands for tell. So what do these words actually mean, and how are they going to keep us safe when we are online? So the word safe, our first letter in the word smart was the S. It stands for safe. So what does that mean? Well, when we're on the internet, it is really important that whether we're on there sending emails or whether we're on there chatting on our Teams chats that we do a lot at the minute, or whether you're online talking to someone through a video or whatever it may be, that you never ever give out your personal information. Okay, and by the personal information, we mean things such as your name, your address, so where you live, your family's names, your date of birth, any information that is personal to you that might help somebody to find out about you and where you live. Okay, that's what we call personal information. And what we say is, if you wouldn't go up to a stranger in a street, so somebody you don't know, if you wouldn't go up to them and give them that information, then you must never give information to anybody online. Okay, and by not giving out that personal information, that is going to keep us safe. It's going to protect us from whoever else is online. Which leads us to the next one, meeting. Okay, and by meeting, this means we must never arrange to meet anybody off the internet. Okay, just like we've just said, you shouldn't give out your personal information. You should never ever arrange to meet anybody off the internet, because they might not be who they say they are. They might say that they're your best friend and that they've known you forever, but just by talking to somebody through a screen doesn't mean that that's who they really say they are. You never actually know who they are. So you must never ever arrange to meet anybody off the internet. And if anybody ever does ask you to meet them via the internet, you must tell an adult straight away and just ignore that person, okay? Because we really don't know who they are. So the next one is accepting. Now, when we are on our emails or on our phones or on our tablets, and people might send you photos, messages, videos via your emails or via WhatsApp or whatever it may be, we have to be really careful who we are accepting these from, okay? Because although most of our friends like to send us nice photos of their holidays or of their pets, and that's fine, some people, unfortunately, do like to send some videos or messages or photos that actually aren't very nice or that could cause damage to your computer. Okay, so it's really important when you are accepting any files, whether it be a video, a photo or a message, that you know firstly where it's come from and who it's off. Okay, and if you get a message and you think, that doesn't look very safe, or don't know who this person is, again, tell an adult or delete it. Okay, so be careful who you accept things off. The next one then, reliable. So just like we said before about the meeting, not everybody you talk to on the internet is who they say they are. We can't, unfortunately, believe everybody. We'll go back to that word that we discussed earlier. Not everybody is a trustworthy person. Okay, so they're not always who they say they are, and they could be lying. So make sure that when you are talking to people on the internet, you are sure that you are talking to either a person that you know or a person that you can trust. Okay, never to a stranger. Which brings us to our last point of tell. Okay, we have already briefly discussed this one, that if you get a message that you don't like or that's not very nice, or if somebody starts to talk to you on the internet and you don't know who they are, or if somebody does ask to meet you, You must tell an adult straight away. Tell a person that you can trust, your parents or your teachers, okay? Don't let it worry you. Don't let it get you upset. Just go and tell somebody so that they can help you. Okay, so it's really important that we follow those 5 rules there when we are online and using the internet to help to keep us safe. Okay, so they are safe, meeting, accepting, reliable, and tell. I'd like you just to pause the video now just for 30 seconds and just have a read of them to yourself for a minute, please, because there's quite a lot to take in there. Okay, I've got a little scenario on the board now, and this is Daisy. I'm going to read you this scenario now, and as I'm reading it, I want you to be thinking about our SMART rules that we have just discussed, and I want you to think which of those rules does Daisy need to be thinking about in this situation. So Daisy is at home in her bedroom on the internet. Oh, who is this, she says. She says she's called Mary, and she says she's in class 1 at my school. I don't remember there being a Mary in class 1. Oh, well, she must be telling the truth. Hello, Mary. How are you? Mary replies, hello, Daisy. I'm fine, thank you. Where do you live? Do you live near me? Okay. So in that scenario, Daisy had quite a few of our online rules that she really needed to think about. First of all, she didn't actually recognise who this person she said they were. She didn't actually know that she knew a Mary who was in class 1. Okay, so straight away, this person who she's meeting on the internet isn't actually a reliable person. It's not somebody that she knows that she can trust. So should she really be talking to her? And the answer there is no. And the second thing is, Daisy is asking her questions such as, where do you live? Do you live near me? And we know, don't we, that we should keep all of our personal information safe. We shouldn't be telling anybody online our information. Okay, so Daisy needs to make sure that she doesn't tell them where she lives and that she doesn't tell them if she does live near them or her address or anything like that, because that is her personal information that she needs to keep to herself. Okay, I'm just going to share one more scenario with you now. This is Jack's scenario. And again, as I'm reading, I just want you to have a think again. Which of our SMART rules should Jack be thinking about here in this situation? Jack was in his living room on his family computer. He was checking his emails when he spotted one that didn't look very nice. On the subject of that email, the subject of that email does not look very nice. I think someone is trying to say something horrible about me. I wonder who it is. Okay, so Jack has received an email that doesn't look very nice. Okay, so Jack, first of all, needs to think about who he's receiving his messages from. Okay, and is he going to accept it? Is it an acceptable message? And if he knows that it looks like a nasty message that's going to upset him or that's going to cause him harm, he shouldn't be reading or accepting that message. He should, in fact, going to be telling adults straight away and not opening that message, okay, because we don't want it to do any harm to him or his computer. Okay, and also you should think about the T for tell. Go and tell somebody trustworthy who we can trust to come and help to sort this situation out. Okay. Okay, so they are our 5 SMART rules of keeping safe online. I know we've gone through them quite quickly and there is quite a lot to remember there. So what I would like you to do at some point today, I would like you to ask your teachers if you could just have 10 minutes to go online and to complete the SMART rules quiz, okay? It will just help to recap everything that we've just discussed during today's assembly. I have put the link, it will be attached to the assembly link, so it will be there on Class Dojo for you to access quite easily. Okay, so just remember, whenever we're online at the minute, I know we're all on more than we probably usually are at this point with everything that is going on, just please remember those 5 rules and just think SMART every time we are online. Okay, guys? I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you have a lovely half term. I know you've all been working so hard and you thoroughly deserve this week off that is about to come. So have your fabulous half term with your families, guys, but most importantly, please stay safe. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.